Yo, what's up guys? John here with delayed update. The reason I'm late is because I've been simply busy with putting this condo together. I've been trying to prepare everything for the sheetrock. So I apologize to those who's been waiting for my update that I left you guys hanging. I'm 100% done with the electrical and I'm about 90% done with the plumbing. In today's update, I would like to cover two bases. One is the interior and the other one is the exterior, which I'm really frustrated about because the insulated stucco facade installation is not going as planned. I'm gonna cover that later. Anyway, I've been watching news every day and I'm aware that you guys are dealing with the second COVID wave in the States together with the presidential election nightmare. I hope you guys are staying safe and healthy. We have the same COVID spike in Czechia as well. Maybe you have heard that Czechia is now the country with like the most positive COVID cases in the world. Our country is on a lockdown. All the stores are closed. The only stores that keep open are like the basic needs you need, like groceries, pharmacy, stuff like that. But you can't like go shopping for fashion items to the shopping mall and stuff. It's not like I cannot shop for building supplies. The building supply stores are still open, sort of. All I need to do is to pre-order the supplies online and then go pick it up. It works for me even better because I'm used to shopping online a lot. I've been shopping online for nearly 2 decades, ever since eBay started. So it works for me even better because I can do a lot more research and price comparison. So my project is not really stalling in that matter. So I hope you guys are staying safe out there and I hope you're gonna choose the right president for your country because United States deserve somebody different than Donald Trump. And I hope that all of you are gonna vote for Biden because Trump is real embarrassment for your country and he needs to be removed from the White House. So I hope the presidential election will go well for America. I also wanted to thank you all guys for watching my videos, for subscribing. I have nearly 10,000 subs, which is amazing. I have never expected that. So again, thank you guys for watching and subscribing. And now, without further ado, let me walk you around the house and show you what's been done. All right, so currently I'm standing in the living room. The seating area is gonna be over here. Fireplace with the TV over here. The kitchen is over there. So what I've done since last time is I finished all the steel framing along the walls, around the entire ground floor, and all these walls being nicely straightened up. Now you might notice that these studs are spread wider from each other on this wall than they are on that wall. The reason is that this is actually kitchen wall where the cabinets are gonna be hanging on that wall. The cabinets are gonna be hanging on this wall and that wall, so it's an L-shaped kitchen. So for that reason I reinforced this wall, and also these studs are double anchored on top where the top cabinets are hanging. So these are all reinforced. There's gonna be the extraction hood, the stove over here, the sink over here, dishwasher over here, pantry and fridge over there. So this is the kitchen. The next door is the master bathroom. And in here also this feature wall is reinforced because it's all gonna be tiled up all the way to the ceiling. This wall is actually behind the freestanding tub that's gonna be right there in the middle. So I reinforced this wall as well because it's gonna be holding all these tiles. The next door is the master bedroom. And again, these studs are spread wider because they don't need to support more weight than the actual sheetrock, so this is good enough. So I finished all the details around the doors, the headers, and finally this hallway, which is 2-story high and open, is finished as well. This platform here is just temporary. This is just scaffolding so I can work on that high ceiling over there. So once it's all finished and covered up with sheetrock, plastered, painted and everything, this platform is gonna be removed and it's gonna reveal this beautiful space. So I just wanted to give you a better idea of the space down here. You have direct access to the living room and kitchen. This is an open floor plan. All right, here's the TV area. So here's gonna be your flat screen TV hanging. And what I always do for the electrical installation, I pre-install this electrical pipe in which you can pull through all the audio and HDMI wires to your receiver box. So you don't have any wires hanging here. So if you have like a Xbox, PlayStation or whatever, you can pull the wires through the wall and you won't have any wires hanging over your fireplace. I always do this in all my renovations. I always like clean the area and make this option available for the future buyers that they can pull the wires through the walls. They can even pull through the walls the wires all the way to the media box. There's gonna be like a media box in which is gonna be the internet router, satellite TV, security camera system, your centralized audio system. There's gonna be built-in speakers in the ceiling everywhere. The living room, kitchen, bathroom, master bedroom, and the hallway upstairs. There's gonna be a speaker in the ceiling, and it all can be hooked up here to your audio system, or you can hook it up to your TV, radio, whatever you want to have playing on your built-in speakers. This tube goes to that media box, and you can pull through whatever wires you need to your media system. The main fuse box is gonna be over here, and that's where all the wires go to all the rooms and stuff. So it's all been pre-wired. It's all 100% finished. So I also tied down all the wires, so it's now nice and cleaned up. The same with the pull-through pipe is in the master bedroom over here. So you're gonna have your bed over here and you're gonna be watching your TV over there. So it's the same case. You don't need to have any of your wires hanging on the wall. You can have all your audio and video wires hidden. So let's take a look at this ceiling right here, because this is where all the plumbing is happening. Above this area, above these pipes, there's gonna be the water heater that's feeding the hot water for your tap, and the hot water for the heating is coming through here. So from this water heater, the hot water is going down here to the floor heating system. So here is gonna be located the distribution manifold for all the underfloor heating. The radiant heating pipes are gonna be installed on top of the insulation layer, and they're gonna be covered with a layer of concrete. So all these floors in the first floor, in the ground floor, are gonna have radiant underfloor heating, spirals, snakes, zigzagging. So here from this little hallway, there's gonna be access to that main distribution manifold for the underfloor heating. Also, there's gonna be 3 radiant heaters upstairs for those rooms. So it's all gonna be distributed from here as well. These pipes go to the bathroom radiant heater unit, and back there this pipe goes to those 2 rooms up there. So these other pipes, it's hot water and cold water, supplying the water to this master bathroom. The sinks located over here. These go upstairs to the sink. Over here is upstairs to the tub. Master bathroom, tub over here. Stand-up shower over here. And then the water continues to toilet. Yeah, this is a built-in unit on which the actual toilet bowl is hanging on that unit. It's not actually standing on the floor, it's actually hanged on the wall. So this is a built-in toilet tank, and from the other side there's the kitchen sink. And then the pipe continues to the outside valve for your garden hose. This is very simple layout because all the plumbing installations are located in this little area. The bathrooms and the kitchen and everything is in very near vicinity, so I don't need to run the pipes like all over the place. They are all located in this little area. Wastewater plumbing is also hooked up. This pipe goes up to the toilet, so this pipe continues all the way here to there's a toilet connection over there, and this is the washer connection over here. Here is the waste pipe connection for the top upstairs, which continues that way to the kitchen sink. And over here the sink, the bathroom sink, goes straight down to the basement. Over here is the drain for the water heater, condensation, and you can mount another sink in the utility room up there. And here's the drain for the stand-up shower, and here's the drain for the tub. I still need to run those pipes downstairs to the basement. I already done some plumbing in the basement. This is the main water hookup pipe that comes from the basement, and I already have it like almost finished in the basement. I'm just waiting for some fittings that I need to order online. All right, so for the plumbing, I'm using the PEX pipes, and these PEX pipes are using these compression fittings. And as you can see, for example, this elbow right here is located in like really tight space, and you need to use this compression tool, which has like really long handles, and these handles are really hard to fit in tight spaces like these, and sometimes it's real pain to get those fittings actually compressed. So it's really frustrating sometimes to get it in there, but eventually I get it all in there. And also these T fittings up here, these were also really difficult to put in. The best solution for this is to use the battery powered compression tool, but that compression tool cost like $1,500, and I wasn't ready to spend all that money for just one tool, so I decided to manage with the manual compression tool. These were not as difficult to do because I still have room for the manual compression tool, so this wasn't as bad, but those two over here were really difficult to get in there. It's been a little struggle, but eventually I got it done. Now back to the electrical. As I mentioned before, the house is pre-wired for everything. Data wires, cable TV, satellite dish, TV, phone lines, security camera over there. You can have your security keypad over here, thermostat over here. So everything's been pre-wired. Now let's move on upstairs. These wires are actually for a staircase nightlight. So even when you turn off all your lights, these little lights are gonna be connected to the timer. So they're gonna automatically turn on and off at night. So whenever your kids get up at night, so they don't trip over and fall down the stairs. So here we are in one of the rooms where all the electrical is installed as well, steel framing as well. All the media hookups are located in this one location. Everything's been tied down and ready for the sheetrock. Here's the utility room that I mentioned where all the pipes are going up, and the actual water heater is gonna be located right here in that corner, and these pipes are gonna get all connected, and you know the water heater is gonna be standing over here. Now here's the bathroom upstairs, and I just finished roughing in this top yesterday. And let's see, is it leveled? Yep, it looks like it's leveled. Precisely. And I really like this kind of job when, you know, when the room starts taking shape and everything pans out. There's gonna be lots of room. Even me, 5'7", have enough headroom up here for taking shower You know, even though this bathroom is gonna be used mainly for kids, but there's still plenty of room for adult person stand up and take a shower in that tub. And there's also plenty of room walking around the entire tub thanks to this skylight, so I can walk all the way over here without crouching. I'm just giving a practical examples that I thought of everything, you know, when I've been planning to convert this attic space to a living space. All right, so all that has been pre-considered, and of course the ceiling with the most height is used for the sink area. So the bathroom sink is gonna be over here, and the toilet doesn't need as much headroom, so is located over here. And here in this corner is gonna be the washer and dryer tucked in back in that corner, using that space over there. The radiant heater under the window. So this is the bathroom. This pipe over here is the vent for the dryer, even though it's probably not gonna be used because here are people using the condensation dryer, not the hot air dryers. So the water from the dryer is actually pumped to the sewer and is not actually blown out. Anyway, I have all the vents already hooked up and ready. This is ready for the bathroom vent. This one's going to the bathroom downstairs. This pipe next to it is the vent for the sewer. This is the vent in the attic connected to the extraction hood in the kitchen. So it's all pretty much ready for the sheetrock. I have few tweaks here and there, like I need to finish installing the insulation in this ceiling. I need to correct some of the cuts in the vapor barrier. I got little tweaks here and there, but pretty much it's ready for the sheetrock. And I'll be ordering the sheetrock next week, having it delivered next week, and probably the week after I'm probably gonna start hanging it on the walls, which is really exciting, and I can't wait for that. Then I'm gonna finally see the rooms taking shape. These skylights are pre-wired as well for motor actuator operation, so they can be remotely operated via your iPhone app or via remote control. They also have rain sensor, so if you happen to leave the window open and it starts raining, the window's gonna automatically shut and it won't rain in your house. All these skylights are also pre-wired. The only skylight that I'm actually install the motor actuator is this one in the hallway, because it's a really high ceiling. It's 2-story high and you can't really reach the window to operate it, so only this window is gonna be operated remotely. And the future buyer has the option to install the motors in all these windows and operate all of them electronically. The only setback is financial setback, because one motor costs about $300, so that's why I'm not installing all of them, just one. But the future owner has this option. Now let's go outside and check out the insulated facade issue that I mentioned. It's nice and sunny. So it's finally sunny out here. It's been raining for a very long time. The last week was first week with good weather after a while. Now from the distance it looks like some progress is being done and it looks pretty good, but upon closer look I realized there is an issue. So previously I ordered the insulation be only a little over 6 inches thick, but because of improper installation, bad decision, the insulation thickness grew about 2 more inches, which is not what I ordered. And the way they install it, they install this thin layer underneath the actual insulation layer, and I'm gonna end up paying too much money for this, for material and for the labor. I'm gonna end up paying a lot more money than what the previous estimate was. Now I've been dealing with this company ever since the end of the summer, and by the end of August I had a selected contractor for this, and the first week of September I received an estimate, and it took them another 45 days to actually start working on it, which is actually a big problem now, because cold weather is coming, and the pace they are working right now, it looks like they won't even be able to finish it before the winter comes. And when the winter comes, you can't really apply the stucco finish to it because of the freezing temperature. I'm being put in a pretty tight spot, and I have a dilemma on how to actually deal with the thickness of the insulation. Because if I tell the company, to tear everything down and redo it, it's gonna be additional time, and there's a big chance that they won't make it before the freezing weather. All right, so I'm not really sure how I'm gonna deal with the company on Monday with the supervisor. Supervisor is gonna come over, and I'm gonna try to explain him that I ordered 6 inches, not 8 inches of insulation, and I'm not willing to pay the extra money for that. So what I decided, instead of tearing the whole wall down, it's probably gonna be better just to remove these few blocks on each end of the house and replace them with thinner layer of insulation, which would bring the total thickness to that required value. So hopefully I have a solution for that, and I'm gonna need lots of luck for tomorrow, Monday morning, when I'm actually gonna be dealing with the supervisor to take care of this issue. Hopefully it'll get sorted out and this project can move on. This facade, this entire house will be finished before the winter. The main issue with this added thickness to the insulation is that the thickness would have to match the thickness of the front of the house. So even the front of the house would need to have that extra layer of styrofoam, which is like really a lot of additional material and labor, and I'm not willing to pay for that. So they're really gonna need to reduce that thickness so they don't need to match it at the front of the house. This is actually the main issue I have with this installation right now. So the reason I actually started installing this underlayer is that the old brick wall is pretty uneven. There are high points and there are low points, and they need to even it out with that underlayer of insulation. But even with that layer they installed, they have it installed pretty uneven as well. They have pretty big differences in the heights of the styrofoam box, as it's obvious over here. So they are not doing adequate quality job as it's needed. The reason they actually decided to apply that underlayer on the entire house is, so right here down there is the highest point of the wall. What they should have done is to trim this piece or a couple inches to even out the thickness of the wall instead of installing the full thickness. That's what they should have done, and this would take care of the problem, and they wouldn't have to apply the underlayer on the entire house. And finally, I get to the issue that is not critical, but it's also important, and that is protection. This yellow strip around the edge is actually a self-adhesive strip for applying protective plastic on the window. Now, they didn't apply the plastic, and I'm starting to notice that the doors actually get messed up from the mud. I'm not very happy about it because someone's gonna have to clean it, and of course when you're gonna try to get that mud off that plastic door frame, it's gonna scratch it. They also failed on installing the protective plastic on the windows. So this is it for today's update. What I'll be doing following weeks is to get all the plumbing pressure tested to make sure nothing's leaking. I'm gonna wrap all the piping in insulation, and then I'm gonna install the sheetrock. Once the sheetrock is all hanged, I'm gonna proceed to the last step, which is gonna be the radiant underfloor heating. And after that, this condo unit is pretty much gonna be done and ready for sale. The only thing that will remain for me to finish will be the front and rear porch, but I'm gonna deal with that once I'm done with the inside, and once the facade is done, then I'm gonna decide on how to utilize my remaining finances, and I'm gonna decide what's the priority for me to finish in order to be able to put this unit on market for sale. So this is it. Stay tuned for future updates. Signing out.